Welcome everybody to my channel. I hope you could hear me clearly. This is going to be a new type of series that I'll be making every time a divine energy wants to come through. Today, I will be going over my notes that I've been channeling with our one of the most greatest minds in history, which is Albert Einstein. Thank you. I just want to be grateful to God and my guardians and ancestors for being able to give you these messages. So let's begin. I did put Mozart in the background because that was Einstein's biggest, most favorite composer of all time in his eyes. And as you see, his eyes are always dreamy, looking far out in the future of seeing how can we make this world, this universe, this humanity a better place for all of us to be in united consciousness. That was his um biggest priority in his work. How to create a magical and more um unification of the human race. How can we live as a unit in this lifetime, in this time that we are alive? So this is gonna be a writing video so I could give you points of what has come in during these times of channeling Albert. So Albert Einstein was also a channeler. Okay, Albert Einstein, he channeled through writing, so it was very important for me to begin this video and to do it through writing. I did do the power of three because it's a spirit, my spirit and his spirit working together. So mind, body, and spirit. He was very in group sessions. He believed in communication and community work, that not one person could do everything. He believed in having a covenant, having a team to work on this magnificent new ways of seeing life, and it just didn't have to come through him. He knew that every single person had a specific gift, a specific talent that would be needed in the table. So Albert was known to be a channeler, to be an alchemist, to be one of his greatest minds. And everything that came through this was by playing his violin. So meditation through artwork, as well as automatic writing. Okay. So let's point out, Albert was born in March 14, 1879, which equals to life path 33. So life path 33 He was a teacher. He loved to teach. He loved to experience things. He himself had was always overlooked, dismissed due to his way of thinking. He was ahead of his time. A lot of his theories were rejected, and it was up to him to keep working hard to get his theories known. He wrote on his papers. So he wrote a lot of theoretical quantum physics papers. Okay. And through there, he channeled his notes, channeled downloads from the divine. Okay. He channeled downloads from the divine. He was always teaching after he was known and understood there was something about light energy. Light equals energy. Okay. So going down through my notes as well, his theory became famous by the eclipse of 1919. And this is just going to be a big old channeling, big old messy notes because this is how we work. Okay, it doesn't have to be clean. For you aesthetic people, I'm sorry, but this is the way raw and channeling comes through. Okay, so 19 is a really big number. It's a 88. Okay, 88 at the end. We all know what 88 means. It's a lot of the loops where we are in the 8 number of the year of the dragon. So this is really big. And then um, focusing just on him, but a dragon was also Tesla. Tesla also came in. Him and Tesla, I have a feeling they did speak through letters. But I don't think they have written communication if they met. But I will create another video on this. So he was into quantum physics again, and he believed that this world was a great mirror, energetic mirror. He was again. He came to me before his birthday of this year, before his birthday of March 14th. Okay, happy belated birthday, Albert. And it was really cool because he also came through me before this big old thing of the eclipse happening started popping off and becoming very mainstream now that everyone's talking about it. And again, in the eclipse, in his time is when he proved his theory. So those are two big things. So he came during Pisces season and eclipse season. So he's here to warn us of a big shift, a change in the collective. Okay? So again, let's keep going. He, with his theory, how he opened the door to all these other quantum physicians. They were all great in his time. Just because he created this theory, now he gave the answers to others to look into their imagination and look into that as well. And a lot of them started working with the way he opened the door. Okay, and you see that crescendo in music, yes. And that's when Oppenheimer also created his network. And with Albert's theory, he created the atom bomb. Again, so that's another thing, the atom bomb. Then it went through to create the hydro bomb. Okay. So again, he did come through, and in his lifetime, and from March 14th, 1879 to April, let's see, to April 18th, 1955. Okay. And again, look, the cycle. It's like if he came, this is a karmic loop for him because in his birthday, that when he was born is March 14th. When he passed was in the April month. And when it's the eclipse, April 8th. The infinity symbol, the mirror, the loop coming back to finish business. Okay, so he's here trying to give me some information on this and finishing his business. This was very karmic for him. This is karmic for him because he feels he left something not done. Okay, something's not complete in his eyes here in his work, and he's also feels um that he mentions in the Oppenheimer movie that he feels like he a consequence. He had to deal with the consequence of his actions. Okay, the domino effect of just realizing how powerful and beautiful and the way this world is not the way it seems. But again, this knowledge went to other people that he now has to deal with the consequence of opening that door to the yin and yang, to the good and the bad. But of course, the shadow aspects of our people in power started using it for their selfish ways of lust of power. So let's keep going here. Um, yes, again, his regret was the war. So again, in his lifetime, he's been through World War I, World War II, and the Cold War. So again, this could be another message that he has. I, what I'm getting here is we might find something most astonishing that would change science or even the normies of this world. Something in April 8th is gonna click, a great awakening, or something that's gonna be noticed in the sky that people are gonna shift the way they perceive the world. Okay, they really are. Something about the change of they perceive the world, a change in consciousness. But again, he is warning on this, okay, that something could also happen here. Because before he began and knows that he might change the way of physics, the way science is seen, this began. And I don't want to say it out loud again because I don't want to be, deemed. This is going to go on YouTube. So he's giving us a warning what could happen. There's a lot of timelines here that might happen. Um, Again, there might be with the S consequences after this, okay? There always is the change of consciousness and perception, the change of when the sun gets blocked by the moon in an eclipse. So much symbolism here. Okay, but he's warning us of what might appear before or after. Okay, a great shift, 3D, and a 3D aspect, earthquake, him being coming before in Pisces season, water. Okay, great water, great massive power and hydro. Okay, the power, and then the number 8, dragon energy. So power moves by the elites. Okay, so he's here to tell us all this information that what and can happen. Okay, see. And soon I'm gonna change colors to go over this. I'm trying to do this neatly. This is my first time, but what's coming in is what's coming in. Okay, so He was against authority. He believed in sovereignty. He did not like politics. He believed in that people had the power to choose with their heart or with their own mind. He didn't believe in the hive mentality. He was big in civil rights. He was very melancholy. There's a lot of things that happen when you're so gifted in certain type of ways, or actually seeing the world as it is, and seeing that there is another way, there's a door, but everyone stays in the same spot. That does something to a great mind like his. You get in depression, like how can people not see this? And they just live life the way they do. But it's something he learned to live with. He visited nature a lot, ponds, the reflection. He was a rock skipper in water. He loved to see how the water the rock skipped on top of the water. And he mentioned it was like when Jesus touched water and didn't sink. So he was very, in his mind, he was always thinking of the wonders of the world. So this is another thing. In the year of May 14, 1948. Okay, 1948. Israel became a country. They either say a country or a state. So that makes you think, okay, was Israel a country or a state? If it's a state, does it belong to the US, right? If it's a country, it was a made up. Israel was not Israel. It was Palestine first, okay? And I know I don't want to hear anything crazy. This is what I'm getting, and it's facts. You could even look it up. May 14, 1948, Israel became a country. Before that, originally, it was Palestine. Um, Before that happened, the country was Palestine. Strategically, was this a strategic play? Um, who knows? Was this a Talktation due to agenda? The book that we all call the Word of God? We do not know. But as me, as a channeler and someone who picks up on these things, on these clues, it could totally been power moves for the time that's coming. So let's see. So all the things that's been happening through him coming through. Chicago's big, Illinois, so that's one big. This state is going to be highlighted in the time of the eclipse, Illinois. The colors that will come through with Albert would be gold and yellow, and these are very conductive, a conductive metal of electricity and energy. Um, he believed in the great mirror, like I said, the great mirror. Okay, and he believes in the energy flip, energy intertwined, and bending of reality. Okay, so he was working on all these things for us. The animals and a certain symbolism and nature that came through for Albert was squirrels. The preparation, prepping, always being proactive in how to warn us or how to see things. Um, Trees, condors. I know that again, water, because he's a Pisces sign. And again, the eclipse is gonna happen under the constellation of Cetus, which is a whale. Again, a fish, a huge fish, but it is considered a fish, a mammal fish. um, Ocean, the sun, rabbits underground, being grounded, but then all sky up like a tree. Um, let's see. Again, the number 1919 is very important. I kind of want to research what was going on in that time of that eclipse um that he saw. What was the aspects, and I could do another video on this. Okay, looking on my notes here. So Albert, again, he was around the World War I, World War II, and World War III. He was around when Israel became a state. He was around when Oppenheimer helped create the atom bomb by his theory. He loved art. This is the reason why I have the Mozart on. He believed in civil rights. His relativity theory was proven by an eclipse. It was 6 minutes long, and on May 29, 1919, 6 minutes long. And it's crazy because in the life path number 33, when you add 33, it's 6. Okay, so again, like, he was very kind, very caring. Let's see. And he had wonderful, incomplete theories and investigations through his passing. He couldn't finish and could not prove what he was working on, unfortunately. So maybe we will see one of these get proved by this eclipse, and then again, it's going to create a big conscious shift. Quantum mechanics, superconductivity, and that sounds again using the energy of the sun, using the energy of Gaia. Details on his own theory of relativity, because he was already dissecting his own theory. And there's another one that I really, really love the name. I kind of printed them out because I had the nudge to look up Einstein's unsuccessful investigations. So again, transverse mass, the dissection of material, having it go reverse. He would like to know how it all happens from how it's made to when it wasn't made. So again, he would go in that circle to figure everything out from grain to matter, matter to grain, matter to energy, energy to matter. In Mikoisky's work, um, again, it was a very, again, dimensional work, quantum theories, black holes. He had his own idea on black holes. And again, it's about the speed of light, the infinite energy. And he was trying to see if black holes could become matter again, stable matter, quote unquote stable. He was working on superconductivity, which again, that's energy, energy. Again, and then he was looking for unified field theory. So again, he was always looking at um, having everything unite. Everything is a little piece of the puzzle. Okay. And this was my favorite theory, and I have the nudge to look into this theory, the unified field theory. It would say Einstein spent many years pursuing the unified field theory of physics and published many papers on the subject spanning from 1918 up to until his passing of April of 1955. Einstein was never able to prove the unified field theory. Theoretically, physicists have not yet formulated a widely accepted consistent theory that combines general relativity and quantum mechanics for the theory of everything. Trying to combine the gravitation and the strong and electro-weak interactions leads to fundamental difficulties, and the resulting theory is not renormalized. The incompatibility of their theories remains key unresolved problems in physics. And right away, I heard like time traveling or even changing realities whatsoever. And what I remember on this, or what I keep channeling right now is Space Jam. I know this is funny, but all my 90s kids, do you remember in Space Jam when Michael Jordan went into the portal and he went into the 2D dimension? And when he went into the 2D dimension, he was able to like make his arm longer than it can, and he had different abilities in a different dimension. He was able to elongate his arm, not follow the rules of this density. to follow the rules of that density. So he was trying to do something like that. He was trying to to understand the different gifts and different density, energy, how we could manipulate it. So this was really awesome. And that's what Space Jam also highlighted, and it came through to me while I was channeling. So let me go here. We'll flip a few cards, but summary. He's trying to warn us of a great conscious shift. Okay. 1. 2. Dogmas might fall, and this may cause chaos. 3. During chaos is opportunity for war. Okay? That's literally what he's trying to say. There is good change will come to those who are connected. We are given the answers. Listen. We need to listen. He said, be still, tune out. Listen. Okay. So let's pull some cards. This is my favorite deck to pull for the collective. The imagery, the the art, it's very for the times. And this creator of this deck it's definitely a channeler. The messages, the theories, the facts in this little book for this tarot deck is amazing. Full of history for indigenous and colonizers and just everything. Okay, Albert, what would you like to confirm, advice for the collective? What would you like to advise for the collective? Okay. Oh, there you go. Cars, movement, the chariot, movement. You see, Exodus is people leaving, people going. People leaving or going for the eclipse as well. I'm getting that. And look at 1918, a year before 1919, when the eclipse happened. Whoa. So I guess I have to look. I'm gonna read on what this says, okay? At the end. 1918. Before the great 1919 eclipse. Very interesting. Okay. You see everyone leaving. They're either leaving or 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 going to the city. You see all these cars? So under this one, we have the Four of Cups. People being indifferent, people being in melancholy, people just, some people are actually hoping for this. Some people are actually hoping for a big change to shaking up their spiritual energy. Under, we have the Two of Coins. Yes, people choosing, people, um, going up and down in their beliefs, people going up and down in their money, the waves of consciousness, going yes, no, being indecisive, and also a juggling of our energies at the moment. What else do you want to say, Albert? Oh, I forgot to get this deck that he wants to pull out. Hold on. Let me just pull one more of these, of the set of threes. And then I'll get the other one. What would you like to say, Albert, to the collective? Oh, okay. Empress, very fertile right now. Again, this that's happening is opportunities for the collective. Shadow and light alike. Okay, shadow and light alike. I'm getting that. This is a big opportunities. People coming up, people using this energy to manipulate it to their will. Again, lots of psyops, but lots of truth, a lot of discernment. And again, the number three, I told you, three, mind, body, and spirit. Discernment, prayer, and reaching out to God and your guides are very important right now, because so much is being overplayed or downplayed. It's up to you to pick up on the truth. No one's going to tell you. It's up to you. Yep. New energies coming through with the Ace of Wands. Powerful energy. Growth. Again, like the machines making food. There might be a different way to make food, or we're gonna find out the truth. There are gonna be a lot of truth after this eclipse. In the end, new money, new way to make money. You might find gold. Again, gold's very important in this reading. Something about energy, conducting the sun. All this is coming through right now. The sun, something about the pyramids. We might see something happen that we never seen in this light in our lifetimes. It might be something that they actually get activated. Who knows? But we will find out. Okay. One more of this card to complete. Oh, right on him. Covering his mouth. Interesting. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, the powers that be, watch them like a hawk. You see how it went over his mouth. Oh my goodness. Wow. Like, he will try and tell you the truth. Look at those eyes. He tried to say the truth, but they watched them so much. They harassed him to the point that, he tried to work on the low and just try not to be, attacked. But there is some type, again, karmic and feeling of being caged, not free, after he came out with this beautiful theory. And that's the thing. This is why a lot of the true people who understand don't speak out, knowing that there will be attacks or targets on you, unfortunately. In the bottom, a new way. There's going to be a new way of living soon, a new way of seeing things, a new path for the collective. We just got to keep working hard, channel what we got. 8, again, channeling what we have, and through the creativity, imagination, this messages come in. Okay, so I got this deck Called the Creativity Oracle. He wants words. Again, writing and words powerful. He keeps mentioning that. So let's see what words want to come out with his energy. What would you like to tell the collective? What would you like to tell the collective? Wounds. Yep. Again, this is karmic. This is painful for him. He was living a very painful reality. Once he came up, he dealt with consequences instead of glory after what he came and showed us through all the chaos that happened through his work. And that was his biggest wound. 5 for change. Withheld support from the past can cause low self esteem that cripples action. See what I mean? Wow. Okay. Oh my goodness. And the break look. Success. Enjoying your life and unfolding of your creative abilities as much as possible is real success. Yes, he would like the collective to just enjoy and be in the moment because we fight and fight for what so long for what we want, and at the end of the day, things just don't really feel the way we expect it at times. Keep your curiosity open. That's what creates change and doors opening, new doors that open, new new doors open with curiosity and imagination. Be spontaneous, wonder, move forward, look ahead, and stretch above your present circumstances. This is beautiful. Confidence. 77. Know and feel this affirmation beyond in doubt. I am all that I need to get what I want. Wow, beautiful. And here's the artwork. I don't think I showed you guys the artwork. Here's this one. A lot of sun energy on here. Here's this. Ooh, a lot of tiger and feline work here. Very intuitive and being in our power. Wounds. Oh, look at that. Yep. The eclipse. Gonna show us things, trigger things, and the collective that they don't want to feel and see. Okay. I'll end it with, again, this powerful message from the Carro, which I thought, look, number 7 again. Something very spiritual shift. The first affordable automobile built in assembly line, the Ford Model T forges against initiation a new world era. On this card, we see an early 20th century antique stuck in the city traffic jam. City traffic jam. This is a commentary on a car culture and over reliance on an unsustainable transportation infrastructure, while giving us apparent independence. It also makes it dependent on a system based on fossil fuels. Just as any road gives us two different to take, this card gives two people interpretations. Either we are ahead of the rest, forging again ahead or triumphal chariot, or we are delayed by unforeseen circumstances around us. Wow. Therefore, this card is about roadblocks and overcoming them. We may feel things going slowly in our lives, but the path of progress is rapid. Everything is constant. Flux and time moves forward, not back. Perhaps it is The time to realize there is no time to look back. We should stand up and move forward with our goals. Notice stand sign from the Standard Oil is in the upper right corner. It is what we see in torch. This translates as a purveyor of light and success. On the opposite side, we see a transit warning sign and lights off. These are often turned on to indicate delays or warnings ahead of us. We should move forward, but be mindful of what's going on around us. One last card, Albert. One last word of wisdom for the collective. This one wants to come out. This is a tree, okay? You see? Habits. Number 6. Examine habits that may impede the pathways of your goals and encourage beneficial ones. He's all about that you have the power. You have the power to create your world. Look at that. Resurrection and perfectionism. Be content to know perfection, a distant utopian goal to which we journey but never arrive. What did I just say? When you create something, you work for something really hard and you finally get it, and it's not what you expect. It's the journey that makes us, not our accomplishment. It's the journey. Resurrection. Reconsider a project or recall a person from the past to resurrect an idea. Again, lots of community work. Community, teamwork, um, group work, unity consciousness, collective consciousness, mind, body, spirit. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is new, and this was honestly really a good experience for me. More videos like this to come. Bye, everyone.